I greet my viewers with another liberal message from me. I'm like Nujan, and I'm sending politologist, I believe, and amateur psychologist. I also believe that people should actually uphold human rights and civil rights in order to make economically living a sustainable affair. I believe that in honesty and integrity in journalist affairs, and therefore I'm trying to reveal certain violation of civil rights, let's say in Southern California. So I'll tell you one interesting story about Lancaster-based judge. His name is Hayden Zacky, and that guy is Jewish American, and he actually, when he saw me in court as an immigrant defendant, he tried to persecute me, and he told me that I won't be able to repeal his judgment, and therefore I believe that the guy objected to any attempts to appeal unfavorable judgments, and I believe that also with this judge Hayden Zacky, he's a toxicomaniac, because this guy was sniffing some substance with his index finger during court session on August 16th in courtroom A17. Because this judge, I believe that he had a metal can with a horizontal straw sticking out of a metal can, and he also brought his index finger to his nose and trying to sniff something. So I believe that guy was abusing substance during court session. I also want to say that unfortunately this guy Hayden Zacky, the judge, he tried to violate Proposition 36. Proposition 36 is outstanding civil rights achievement of state of California, which was adopted on July 1st, 2001 by a vast majority of California voters, 61% of them adopted Proposition 36 as substance abuse and treatment act, which allowed substance abusers like narcomaniac, toxicomaniac to receive sparing treatment and freedom from prosecution in exchange for agreement, contract with government to undergo psychotherapeutic treatment and actually substance abuse treatment in specially designed treatment centers. I believe those treatment centers should become hospitals, not forest camps, like at Mountain Spring Forest Camp where I work as a security guard. Because those forest camps, we don't have any medication or any doctors or any medical personnel like nurses with special diagnostic equipment like encephalographs and heart cardiograms, those devices that allow monitoring heart rate and brain wave rate. I believe that without those devices and constant monitoring of work of heart and brain, drug addicts are capable of experiencing crisis, psychiatric crisis, in which we will crave more substances we used to abuse, like narcotics or toxic substances or alcohol. And in this situation, medical personnel should restrain those narcomaniac, alcoholics, or toxicomaniac using physical restraints like straitjackets or ties, or staff-made ties, soft ties, because that way we will be able to keep them from committing violent acts during crisis, psychiatric crisis caused by use of psychiatric medication to subdue any physiological and psychological addictions and possible attempts to engage in substance abuse and alcohol abuse. And I believe that California government actually should enact a program and more funding, to healthcare costs of treatment of alcoholics, narcomaniacs, and toxicomaniacs, in order to deliver proper hospital settings, hospital procedures towards narcomaniacs. Otherwise, we will go berserk on ours and might commit a violent act like was Forest Camp, Mountain Spring Forest Camp where I worked. So in California, we didn't have any doctors on duty, we didn't have any trained psychologists, none of them master or doctoral degree, none of them. Some of our substance abuse counselors were instead narcomaniacs and narcomobsters like Hopkins or Mike Carrion, who's former narcomaniac, cocaine abuser, who actually never minded substance abuse and even greeted drug abuse we were raised from. I believe it's very wrong to shortchange California American citizens on substance of treatment of narcomania and alcoholism, because they need the medical hospital treatment. Hospital wards actually be assigned to those patients on a mandatory basis, so we'll be able to recover from narcomania, alcoholism. But they need a hospital ward, hospital treatment, and hospital procedures in order to keep them healthy. With narcomania and substance abuse and alcoholism, they do take those clinical forms and should be treated instead in clinic, not out of clinic treatment. Because out of clinic treatment is useless. It actually can actually, on the contrary, reinstate those narcomaniac problems in much worse level. Because those guys, alcoholics and narcomaniacs, will be able to commit organized crimes and other transgressions. The addictions are not being treated on a medical basis by professional doctors in medical settings, hospital settings. Well, it's safe, because it's unsafe to leave a number of men, in a forest camp with anybody with an open entrance to a forest camp. Where I worked as a security guard, we had an open camp where anybody could slip away anytime. There was no secure entrance, no secure exits, nothing. And any of those nutcases could run away, would commit violent crime, and return by the dawn of the morning into a forest camp unnoticed. So this is a gross violation of public safety to keep forest camp without proper security procedures, but disable personal personal absences follows unnoticed.